Hello, welcome back to my channel, Martin Day Trades. I am Martin Gonzalez, and in today's video, I want to go over the topic of why less is more in trading and how you have to have a mindset shift to be able to understand that taking less trades is going to help benefit you in the long run. Okay, now why is less is more when trading? You have to understand that this is a game based off of essentially ratios. You have to go and understand that you could have a -1 on a day, a 0 on a day, a +1 on a day, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6, +7, +8, +9, +10, etc. You don't really want to have -2s. So those are acceptable outcomes for a day. Now, why is less is more? Now, when it comes to me saying that less is more is because there's a tendency for new traders to think that placing more trades is going to have a better outcome. And that is not true. Remember, you're competing with people who have mastered this skill set, understand the psychological parameters that are projections from the charts, what's happening on the charts. You're looking at a screen and you're competing with people mentally through vibrations, right? You're saying price is getting to this level at this time. I am going to go long, I am going to go short. Now, once that optimal trade entry has been touched, there is few times for a re-entry on the volume that's going to come into the market, meaning there's going to be an expansion and then a retracement. If you miss that, if you miss the retracement after you've already missed the optimal trade entry, it's best just to stay out the market, because now you're going to be thinking, well, I'm going to look for shorts, or I'm going to look for the opposite side of the trade of where the volume's already showing. So it's best just to stay out the market. Less is more, right? 0 day for the day. There's nothing wrong with the 0 day. Now, what happens if you take a loss, right? -1. Okay, that's it, -1. Now let's say you take 3-4 trades and they are all losses. That's going to be a hard recovery to come back after taking 3, 4, 5 losses in a single day. So less is more. Based off back testing, based off live trading, you will come to the understanding, or you've already come to the understanding, that once the trade takes off, there's gonna be few times to catch an entry for a good trade, right? So when I say less is more, is you have to understand you have 5 days, right, in the trading week. Your goal is to be profitable. So let's say you have a break-even day on Monday, a loss on Tuesday, a break-even day on Wednesday. Just because you haven't made any money up until Wednesday, you still have 2 days to go for the week, and you haven't blown an account, right? So less is more. Thursday, let's say you had a great trade idea, but your trade didn't get activated by 5 points. Runs. You got to look for an entry, and if you miss that, well, there's another 0 day. Going into Friday, you're -1, and then Friday you get your trade. You got a good trade, you had a good trade idea, and you caught a good trade, and it goes to TP5. TP2. Let's say it goes to TP2, you're still net profitable on the week. Let's say you're risking $1,000. So going into Friday, you're down 1,000. You catch a TP2 on Friday, now you're up 1,000. Crazy, right? Let's say you catch a TP5. You were down 1,000 going into Friday. You made 5,000 on Friday, minus your 1,000 loss earlier in the week. You are up 4,000 on the week. So that's what I mean by less is more, is because if you start to overtrade and revenge trade, if you start to oversize on any losing days start to crash out, you're lowering your chances of being net profitable by the end of the week. Let's say it's just a slow week, and for example, you had your one loss going into Friday, you catch a TP2 on Friday, you're net profitable. To me, that's a slow week. You had one win, one loss, 3 0 days, two break evens and one no trade day, and you're still net profitable. That win, if you're a funded trader, adds up to your your 5 winning trades, to get a payout. So you still added up one trade for that week to get to qualify towards that 5 winning trades to get a payout. Let's say the second week comes into play and you catch a dub, a win, a break-even trade, a win, and a loss. And let's say each of those wins were TP3s, right? So going into Thursday, you're up TP9. On Friday, you had your loss. You lock out manually, so you know that you're done for the week, and you're up TP8. If you're the week prior, you're up 1,000. This week, you're up 8,000, and now you have a total of 4 out of 5 winning days. Let's say you come back Monday, you have a break-even day. Tuesday, you get your 1 to 2, and it's $2,000, and you qualify for a payout. You're up 10,000. You're able to take out half, 5,000, just because you have the mindset of less is more. You do not want to keep yourself in the market. It's called market exposure. The more market exposure you have, the more likelihood of seeing losses. Unless you get in at a great retest out on a bear market and you just hold a trade long term as an investment, right? Now, what I want to do is explain that when it comes to less is more, you have to come to an understanding that it is okay not to take a trade in a day, because you have 5 days to catch at least one good trade, right? And if you do that, you're going to succeed long term. You're going to get payouts. You have to keep yourself out the market when it's not your time to trade, and when you've already took an L or a break even, no trade day, if you came to that conclusion, or once you took your win. Just stay out the market and tally up your -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. at the end of the week, and you will be surprised. So with that being said, guys, I hope you found value in what I'm telling you. You're gonna have to have faith in what I'm telling you, and trust me when I'm telling you that that is exactly how the most successful traders get payouts, make withdrawals, is they're reducing their market exposure and they're not giving back any of their profit that they've been making back to the market. They hold on to their profit. They are very strategic with their entries. They're putting on risk. So if you want, please subscribe, like, comment, and I'll keep posting more videos like this for you guys to digest. I keep saying that at the end of these videos, but I'll keep posting videos for you guys so you guys can get more value, so you can become a better trader, so you can have more wisdom and understanding of what it takes to actually be profitable, get payouts, withdrawals from trading. Now I'll catch you guys in another video.